Okay, so we just attempted to get up this big, huge hill in Lang Son, but we ran out of power. We didn't have enough momentum. We weren't going to make it out the top. Okay, so now what I'm going to teach you is how do we ride a side hill? We haven't made it to the top. How are we going to make it to the top? We're going to have to side hill up because we're no chance we're going to get enough speed from here to go straight up. So how do we do a side hill? Let's find out. First thing we do, we get on the inside of the bike. We're not going to try and pick it up from over there. It's more difficult, and also if it goes wrong, the bike rolls down the hill. So what we do, one hand on the left grip, one foot on the outside foot peg, and we use the weight of our leg to help us lift the bike up. Okay, nice and easy. So we use the weight and the strength of our leg to help lift the bike up. If we're doing it all in our arms, we're going to get tired or we're going to drop the bike. I'm going to start the bike and I'm going to try and ride up the hill at an angle. But what you've got to be aware of is as we're going up the hill, the rear wheel is going to be sliding down. Gravity is going to be pulling our rear wheel down. So if we go at too much an angle, the wheel's going to slide. If we give it too much revs, we slip the clutch too much, we wheel spin, the wheel's going to slide. If we don't weight the outside foot peg, the wheel's going to slide. So we need to look about doing all of those things at once. The most important thing, it feels counterintuitive, but we need to weight this foot peg and actually lean the bike a little bit out towards that hill. Because if we're leaning it this way, you've guessed it, the wheel's going to slide again. So we actually need to counterintuitively lean the bike a little bit towards the downhill. And what that does is it just gives us a bit of access to the knobblies. If the wheel's like this, we've got no traction on our tyre. And what you really want in this situation is an electric start. Okay, weighting the outside foot peg, slow on the gas, low rev so we're not spinning. Okay, so now we've made the pivot. If we keep going that way, we're going to go off a cliff. And now we're going to side hill the opposite direction. So it's the same again. We're going to weight this outside foot peg. We're going to do really low revs. So the bike's almost stalling, and we use the clutch just to maintain the power of the engine to prevent us stalling. But those low revs is going to stop that wheel spinning and stop the bike sliding down the hill. So just again, as I just did, weight the outside foot peg, low revs, and push the bike out towards the hill a little bit. Let's try again. All right, low revs, nice and slow.